Whispering stars. In a faraway corner of the world, beyond the busy roads and the noise of cities, past fields of tall golden grass and sleepy cottages with curling chimneys, there was a village called Nivra. Nivra was not on any map. No train ran to it, no large road led through it. The only way to find it was if you were lost on purpose or if your heart quietly hoped to slow down. In the heart of this peaceful village lived a woman named Angel, a watchmaker with soft silver hair that she braided every morning, and hands that moved with the patience of the moon. Her eyes sparkled like someone who had read every chapter of the stars, and her voice was always calm like water that had been still for a long time. Angel's little shop stood between two rose-covered cottages. It smelled of warm wood, lavender oil, and old stories. Inside were clocks of every kind, grandfather clocks that groaned like old trees, cuckoo clocks with shy birds that peeked out on the hour, and delicate pocket watches whose ticking felt more like breathing than sound. But even with all these clocks, Angel never rushed. Every evening, just after the tall tower in the village struck its final note, Angel would close her shop, pack a small flask of rose tea, and walk down a winding path that led beyond the hills. In her hands, she always carried a tiny wooden boat she had carved in her youth, its edges smooth and worn with love. This path led to something very special, a quiet, hidden place whispered about by the elders and dreamed of by children, the Lake of Whispering Stars. It wasn't marked on any map, and no one quite remembered when it was first found. But those who visited it understood it was sacred. The lake was a mirror of the night sky. So still, so pure, that every star above seemed to float gently on its surface. But more than beautiful, the lake had a gift. It could whisper. Not in words, exactly, but in sensations, in memories, in gentle reminders of all the lovely things we forget during the day. They said the lake remembered everything we didn't: laughter, kindness, the feeling of sunlight on skin, the comfort of a small smile. One evening, as Angel followed her usual path through the moonlit grass, she noticed someone behind her, a young girl, no more than 10, trailing quietly like a leaf in her shadow. Her name was Lily, and she had just moved into the village with her mother. Change had made her quiet and uncertain. Sleep didn't come easily anymore. Angel paused and smiled warmly. "Are you walking with the stars tonight, Lily?" The girl nodded slowly. "I saw you yesterday. I wondered where you go every night." Angel gently gestured toward the hill. "Would you like to find out?" Together they walked, their feet brushing through dew-tipped clover. The moon was round and full, casting light like silk across the world. When they reached the lake, Lily stopped in her tracks. Her breath caught. "It looks like the sky fell down," she whispered. Angel chuckled softly. "Some say it did." The lake shimmered, silent and still. Fireflies flickered in the grass. The wind moved only enough to feel like a sigh. Angel sat down on a large stone, patted the spot beside her, and Lily settled close. "This place," Angel said, "is where the stars come to sleep. But it's also where memories rest, ones we didn't know were special until we needed them back." "Like what?" Lily asked. Angel looked at her kindly. "Like the way your mother tucked your hair behind your ear this morning. Or the sound of wind through your window. Or that quiet moment you watched the clouds and felt okay, for no reason at all." Lily looked down. Her hands fidgeted. "I didn't think anyone saw those things. The lake sees them. The lake keeps them," Angel said. "Would you like to hear it?" Lily nodded. "Then close your eyes," Angel whispered, "and be very still." So Lily closed her eyes. And at first, there was only silence. But then, like the soft rustle of pages turning, she felt the day returning in quiet pieces, the smell of clean sheets, the feeling of grass between her toes, the way the sunlight flickered through her bedroom window. Her mother humming in the next room. A smile from the shopkeeper when she dropped a coin. All these small, perfect things had gone unnoticed until now. She opened her eyes slowly, and the lake sparkled as though it were smiling back. Angel lit a tiny candle and placed it inside her wooden boat. She slid it onto the lake, and it floated gracefully across the glassy water, carrying its little flame like a star drifting in a dream. Lily reached into her pocket and pulled out a polished stone, one she had found weeks ago but never thrown away. She placed it beside the candle, and the boat carried it too, deeper into the glowing reflections. "Do you do this every night?" Lily asked. Angel nodded. "Every night I can. I come to remember the beauty I forgot to notice." The two of them sat in silence, their feet in the cool grass, watching as the boat became one with the stars. That night, Lily slept easily for the first time in weeks. Her dreams were soft and full of light, floating candles, slow winds, laughing shadows, and a lake that gently whispered back all the love the day had hidden. From that night on, Lily would walk with Angel often. They brought tiny offerings to the lake: folded paper cranes, feathers, sprigs of rosemary, poems written in secret. Sometimes they spoke. Often, they just listened. And always, the lake gave something back. Years passed. The seasons shifted like clock hands. Lily grew. But the lake remained. Even long after Angel took her final walk down the path, the lake whispered her name in the wind. And Lily, now grown and gentle like Angel once was, took her own daughter's hand and led her down the same trail, beneath the same stars. To the lake her daughter asked. Lily smiled softly, a tear caught in the corner of her eye. "Yes," she said. "To remember," and the stars, patient and shining, welcomed them both home. The end. Now rest. The lake is waiting behind your dreams, quiet and kind, with every little joy you forgot to notice today.